My name is SONNY MALLHI. I'm the writer-director of Anguish. It's about a teenage girl who's been stricken with mental illnesses and diagnosed with different illnesses her whole life, and she finally realizes that her problems are the result of a supernatural gift that allows her to be possessed by dead souls. I found this little true story that was about that this happened to this girl, and who at least believes that this happened to her. And she, so I researched that story, and the idea sort of really started from there. I've sort of taken some liberties with the story, but the essential story is there, and in a lot of ways the way The Exorcist did, the way they changed the true story to work and be able to still tell the story, but also make it an entertaining horror film, right? And I think a lot of it in The Exorcist was a big thing. A lot of what we know about exorcisms and everything comes from like The Exorcist. So a lot of those movies, what I take is what, those are the things we've seen. So you want to show the audience something a little bit different. So there are elements, like when you go into it, the movie itself has like elements of like, okay, here's some notions of an exorcism. I think you want to show them that, I understand that this exorcism exists. So you don't want to like completely ignore it. But then you want to hopefully steer them into something different. What was interesting, I'm a skeptical person, so I don't really believe in any of that. But I find it, I want to believe. So I look into things, and I really, it's interesting to me to find people who do believe in these things and try to understand why they believe it. The other interesting aspect of this story to me was, every possession movie is like an exorcism. Every other movie seems like it's an exorcism, and this was more spiritual. This was like treating a possession in a different way, and that seemed unique to me. Part of the aspect of the spiritual aspect is they looked at possession in a different way. It's sort of the family could have, institutionalized their kid. It could have been an exorcism. It could be whatever, but they chose to believe something else, and that's what was interesting to me because. And in horror movies, you tend to see these exorcisms, and they never seem to work out well for anybody at the end of the day, and it almost seems like torture. And there's something interesting about, if you think about it, torturing someone does not seem like the way to help them. And that's, to me at least, that's what like a lot of exorcisms look like or feel like. And this was a very unique way, and there was a process that's real that treated it differently and treated someone being possessed by a human being more than a demon.